Hey folks, it's Jim, it's Julie, it's episode 254 of Geeking Out.
I can't believe it's been a month since we did...
Episode 250?
Yeah, and had Layla back. I realized it yesterday that it's been a month, and I can't believe it.
Well, only like about 250 more till we can get out of this show.
246 to freedom?
Yeah. Woo! And only a couple more months until the Halloween episode. Yay! Where horrible things will happen to us.
Yes!
It's exciting and fun.
Who doesn't love horrible things?
Yes. But anyway, welcome to the show, everyone. We have 6 comic book reviews for you today. And, of course, this past weekend was San Diego Comic-Con. So there was some news that came out of Comic-Con. Number 1... Batman Superman movie 2015.
I'm just curious to see what they're going to do with it. Are they doing Batman versus Superman, or the team up, or...
You know what I'd like to see? World's Finest. That would be good.
Yep.
That's a great... But if you're going to do it Dark Knight, that doesn't work.
No. I'm also curious to see who they cast as
the new Batman?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can't see Christian Bale coming back. He's already said that he's done with Batman. I had a customer this week suggest that Hugh Jackman, with the right haircut, could make a good Batman.
Well, he would be kind of, the second Australian, I think, to play Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I could see it. He doesn't really have the height, but they can fix that.
Yeah, he's kind of got the whole Wolverine thing going, though. He's kind of stuck in that role for probably the rest of his life.
I'm going to just throw this out there, but if Ryan Reynolds can be Deadpool and he can be Green Lantern...
Yeah.
If Chris Evans can be the Human Torch and Captain America, Hugh Jackman can be Wolverine and Batman.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so other than that, there was also the reveal, accidentally of course, of the new Godzilla design.
Ooh, I did not hear about that.
Yeah, well, it got leaked. So, the whole studio is trying to take it down offline, but you know, once things get online, you can't get them off.
The internet never forgets.
Yep, exactly. So, I did watch the footage, and I really liked the new design. Yeah. It's staying true to the classic design of Godzilla, which is nice, because quite frankly, the American Godzilla from 1998 was, well, terrible. But I like that they're keeping the design, and it looks really, really good from what I've seen.
Awesome.
So hopefully that's the final design, because it looks great. So
for Magic the Gathering folks, big announcement, or a big spoiler, sorry, that in the new From the Vault 20 releasing on the 23rd of August, there's the date.
Aha.
There's going to be a Jace the Mind Sculptor in there in foil, so that'll be exciting to see what happens with the From the Vault 20s. I know Comic Connection will be making a large announcement on the 15th regarding that, so
check out our Facebook. And
watch the Facebook page. That's going to be the first place that it hits.
Yeah. And final bit of movie news, it was announced at Comic-Con that Edgar Wright has started work on the Ant-Man movie.
Right on.
So we are going to get a Hank Pym Ant-Man movie. So it should be fun.
Ooh, does that mean do we have a date on that?
2015, 2016, somewhere around there.
Okay. So that means
I think it's the start of Phase 3.
That means we're not likely to see Hank Pym in the new Avengers Age of Ultron.
We might. You never know.
Ooh, maybe they'll introduce him
Pym
in the...
who creates Ultron and...
Well, Pym does create
I know,
Ultron,
that's what I'm saying. So maybe he does create Ultron in the second Avengers film. So there you go.
That's really exciting.
Very interesting. But anyway, we've got some comic book reviews to get to, so let's start.
First up today is Superior Spider-Man Team-Up number 1. And in this book, the Avengers have noticed that something seems a little off. You could say that their spidey sense is tingling, because Spider-Man is more arrogant and violent and...
It's like he's inhabited by someone else!
Yeah, It's crazy, and they
and
don't quite...
Peter Parker's ghost is just following him around everywhere he goes.
They can't make heads or tails of what's going on with Peter Parker, so the Avengers did the only thing that the Avengers could do. They put him on probation. Now, all of that has happened in, I think it was Superior Spider-Man, I'm willing to bet. They reference it in this book, which, thanks for giving us the couple of panels to tell us what's going on. I appreciate it, because I haven't been following Superior Spider-Man. So, with Superior Spider-Man on probation, and his, starting around 4:30 in the morning, attacking every superhero in New York City, there's only one thing that Captain America can do. Assemble the Avengers to take down Spider-Man.
Yep.
What they don't realize is that he has a mission, and that mission is not one that they can stop. So, in this first book, Superior Spider-Man teams up with the Avengers. I don't know how I feel about this book.
I really didn't like the art.
Yeah, the art wasn't great. However,
very minimalistic.
They did a very, very good job of giving us the information that we needed to know from what's happening in the ongoing titles.
Yeah.
So that we can cross Superior Spider-Man with the other stuff. So as long as they continue giving you the information that you need so that you don't have to be on those other titles, then that's fantastic, and I think this is a great idea. It's another really good dose of Spider-Man. And the more I see of this new Superior Spider-Man, the more I agree with Otto. He is superior.
Yep.
So, guys, if you need more Spider-Man in your life, when, let's face it, who doesn't, go out, check this one out. It was pretty good.
He should just call himself Octoman and get it over with.
There was actually a bit in here where he was wearing what looked to be a spider backpack. So he had a backpack with 4 spider legs sticking out of it. And all I could
that should be your first clue.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing, Otto? You're telling everybody that...
who you really are.
Yeah, Peter Parker. Spider-Man would never do this. Parker would never, ever do this.
Oh, boy. Not the smartest villain, are you, Otto? Anyway, next up...
He's making a good hero.
By killing people.
He's only killed one person.
Yeah.
Only. Which, sorry guys, spoiler.
That we know about.
Spoiler.
Sorry. Anyway. Next up, we have Daymen, number 1. And in this one, for thousands of years, the 50 Families, a secret network of vampire covens, has engaged in a struggle for power. But when the sun rises, they're forced to use the Daymen, a mortal human that acts as the vampire's daytime fixer and protector.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah, it's interesting.
It's an interesting premise. It's very Blade.
Yeah. But it's also very boring. I was trying to get into this book. I really was. Because I like the premise. The premise is a really good premise. But when you have characters that are so bland, it really ruins the book. So, no, I can't recommend this book. Yes, it has a great premise. Maybe it'll improve from here. But the first issue really underwhelmed me. And that's not a good thing.
No.
So, no, I will not recommend this one. So, unless you really want to check it out, but I can't recommend it. It was just very, very underwhelming.
Alright.
Nice artwork, though. Very nice artwork.
Next up for me is Hunger, number 1, and this is part of the Age of Ultron aftermath. So we're not quite done with...
Not quite done yet.
Not done with Ultron yet.
Nope.
I think Ultron is going to take us directly into Infinity. Is what I'm thinking. Without having read the Avengers Infinity Preludes that have released yet, I think it's going to lead directly in. So in this book, I'm drawing a blank, so I'm going to quickly check something.
This is what I write notes down.
I had notes. They're sitting on my coffee table. In this book, Rick Jones...
And this is the problem with live! Filming live!
No problems. I'm human. I can make mistakes. I can have my brain stop. They'll still appreciate me. I'm sure of it. No ego at all.
Yes.
So, anyways, Rick Jones has been approached, I say approached very liberally, by the Watcher, and he has been imbued with unlimited cosmic powers.
Look out, Giles! Buffy's going rogue! Wait, wrong Watcher. It's the big one with the big diaper and
diaper and
giant
big baby head.
Yeah.
So he has pretty much unlimited powers. It seems he can teleport. He can exist in space. He
can watch you shower.
Yeah.
He's creepy.
Rick Jones has been charged with saving the universes.
Well, that's a good job.
Yeah.
Placement, I suppose.
Absolutely no pressure, Rick. None whatsoever. Problem is that he does not want the responsibility.
Of course.
All he wants is a burger, 'cause he's hungry. And he can't even have that. But what he can have is an eye-opening adventure with the Watcher, wherein he realizes that his help truly is needed as space and time begins to collapse in upon itself. And he has to fix it.
Before Galactus eats us all.
Yes. I was trying not to mention Galactus.
Well, you've got a series called The Hunger. It's going to be generally assumed that Galactus will show up.
Okay, now that we know that Galactus is here, I didn't know that it was going to be Galactus. I had a feeling because of the cover, but I didn't know for sure it was going to be Galactus. So when I got to the last few pages and it was Galactus, I was a little bit distressed, disappointed maybe.
Well, it could have been Galactus' daughter, Galacta.
I think you're pulling my...
I'm not pulling your leg.
Hey, Galen. Apparently I have things to learn about Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
So, this was a pretty good number one. I'm intrigued to see what happens with Galactus and see where this is all going. Weirdly enough, what really stands out for me in terms of art and visual effects is the lettering. Whoever's done the lettering has used a different font than I've seen in any of the other books that I've been reading lately. So it was just kind of nice to see somebody who's not using the same font as everybody else.
Damn you, Blambot!
So guys, if you're looking for something, or if you really enjoyed Age of Ultron and you're looking to get primed for Infinity, because I really think that one's going to bleed into the other. Go check out Hunger #1. It's a 4-issue miniseries. It was initially solicited as Age of Ultron number 10 UC unclassified. So, yeah, go check it out.
Alright, next up, we have a crossover. Literally dozens of years in the possible making. Because both of its creators are dead. So this is a crossover from the grave? Pretty much!
Huh.
Alright, so we have Rocketeer The Spirit, Pulp Friction #1. In this one, a Central City councilman is found dead in Los Angeles, which prompts the Spirit to head to La La Land to investigate upon his arrival, he's met by the Rocketeer and the battle begins.
Oh no!
So, apparently the Spirit and the Rocketeer are investigating the same murder.
Of course.
And they're suspicious of each other, so of course they're gonna battle.
They'll battle in this one. Next one, somebody will be like, "Hang on." They deal with that.
They deal with that because the two partners that are with the Spirit and Rocketeer are old wartime buddies. So they're like, "Stop fighting! We're all on the same side." So
that's awesome.
It was hilarious. This has so much great character and really beautiful art. This really does remind me of almost they're almost melding Dave Stevens and Will Eisner into one art style here. It looks really nice and classically styled. And it just works beautifully.
I enjoyed how clean the art was when I flipped through quick.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to say it right now, and this, you'll barely if ever hear me say something like this, this is probably one of the best, if not the best, crossover this year. In my opinion. Okay? If you're a fan of either of these characters, or any of the series and whatnot that they've been in, less said about the Spirit movie, the better, but this was absolutely fantastic. And I simply cannot wait to read number 2 and see where this series goes, because, quite frankly, these two characters work beautifully together, and gelling the two universes together worked amazingly well, which is part of the amazing thing about this book.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think these two characters would gel so well, but with the supporting cast and everything, it just does. And that is a really good thing when you're trying to do a really good crossover, which a lot of crossovers just can't do. So I really had a lot of fun with this, and I think you will too, so do check it out.
So wait, you liked this crossover better than you liked the Mega Man Sonic?
Yeah.
Huh! Now that is saying something. Alright, last up for me this week is Deadpool Kills Deadpool. And this is the first...
Gee, I wonder what happens.
This is the first issue of the third mini-series. The first was Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, and then we very recently had Deadpool Killustrated, and now we have Deadpool Kills Deadpool. So...
I'm still trying to figure out what happens in the book.
Well, I'll tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
In this issue...
Wait! I got it! Deadpool kills Deadpool!
You win!
Woo! That'll be $5.
Also, Deadpool does not kill Deadpool.
What? Oh.
So...
They're lying to us!
So, in this, main universe Deadpool, and that's the only way that I can describe him.
Deadpool .1.
Okay. Deadpool .1 meets up with the Deadpool Corps from when they land their ship on the giant robot that he's fighting, and they
Let me guess, the robot is shaped as Deadpool.
No, it's not, actually. They exit the B. Arthur. Yes, his ship is named the B. Arthur.
Oy, that's funny.
The Deadpool Corps, complete with Lady D, Kidpool, Dogpool, and two others that I did not catch names for. They all end with pool. One of them was a steampunk pool, it looked like, which was kind of neat to see.
Steamy pool.
They inform Deadpool .1 that there's a Deadpool dimension hopping and killing all of the Deadpools. Only to be followed by a black uniformed Deadpool showing up and trying to kill the Deadpools. So, this is just a lot of fun. It's lots of Deadpools.
It sounds almost as convoluted as a Doctor Who episode.
Oh yeah. There are so many Deadpools, and I could give you guys a little bit more. I don't want to. You should just go pick it up, because this is fantastic. I'm really excited to see if/how... Possible spoiler alert if you haven't read Deadpool Illustrated. I'm excited to see if/how Sherlock Holmes works back into this story and what's happened with H.G. Wells's time machine. So, yeah.
And you gotta know Moby Dick's in there somewhere.
Definitely. So, this was a really interesting book. I really enjoy the Deadpool Kills miniseries because it plays with a very self-aware Deadpool who's just trying to set people free. He really plays the anti-hero very well, I feel. So if you're looking for more Deadpool, check out Deadpool Kills Deadpool, because it was good.
Alright, and last up this week, we have 100 Bullets, Brother Lono, number 1. And in this one, after the events of 100 bullets, Lono finds himself in Mexico working on the side of the angels when a mysterious nun shows up at the monastery where Lono has been hiding out.
Interesting.
And then it goes way downhill because you have to know 100 bullets to get anywhere with this book.
Unfortunate.
They do not give you any history whatsoever. So unless
Not even like a one-page blurb?
Nope. So you have to learn who these characters are by reading this, and yet they've had literally dozens of issues to learn beforehand who they are. But if you're a new reader, you're not going to know who these guys are.
That's very unfortunate.
So you can't really be engaged in their story or anything like that, and it's very hard. Overall, though, it was an interesting story.
Yes.
Very, very dark, very bloody.
It looked quite bloody and violent.
Yeah, it is very much so. Definitely not for kids. But unless you have a 5-year-old who just loves blood, guts, and gore, then you have other problems to worry about. But I still had fun with it. I just can't recommend it unless you absolutely know the 100 Bullets franchise. So do check it out if you're a fan of 100 Bullets. But
just 5 minutes, okay? Sorry.
But if you are a fan of 100 Bullets, then this is what happens, folks. We're a live store, so this happens. So if you're a fan of 100 Bullets, check this one out. It's an interesting miniseries, but I can't highly recommend it. Alright, so that brings us to the close of another exciting episode. I will see you, hopefully this weekend, at Con Bravo, table AA32. So check me out there, and we will see you next week.